My last outing was a book of short fiction to match a 10 song, collection of songs. And, for each song there was but if you think about it, it's like, I've been thinking about that. It's like, what's the other art form
Yeah.
that you can pair it with,
Yeah.
with food and drink, and
Sure.
then with, visuals for videos, what's the story that you can tell in the video what are the gaps you can fill in with the video that aren't in the song? Because one of the great parts about a song is a story is, you can tell 10 minutes of somebody's life. It's a snapshot, or you can tell, 10 or 20 years. Pancho and Lefty is, is a, is absolutely, looking over the arc of, from young man to old man and where they are now. One of them's dying in Cleveland in a hotel, after they had been desperados down in Mexico, decades before. So, and that's a cool thing about songwriting. With videos, you can fill all that in, but, with short stories, it was really great because I could tell, it's like, here's the window of what happened between verse 1 and verse 2 that I didn't tell you in the song, and you could
That's
you
awesome.
could grab it that way. And it was really fun to do, and became a great success. I have a really awesome independent publisher out of North Carolina that, called Working Title Farm, and they do, Southern lit, mostly. I'm they accept me being, they tease me about being a Texan, but, they're willing to publish me. So
That's hilarious. That is funny. I'm glad they made an exception.
yeah, me
Well,
too.
that's
It's
yeah,
done well.
yeah, you too, of course. Well, that's great that that's going there. I love that you're thinking about that. I've never really heard that angle before about filling in the gaps, with this and with that,
So
with the
you cut
song.
out for a
That's
second.
how about now?
Oh yeah, I
How
can hear
about
you
now?
now. Yeah,
Better.
go.
Oh, okay, okay, right on. Yeah, I've never heard that angle before about filling in the gaps. That's interesting. So, let me ask you this: is the song the main part, and everything comes off of that, or is the song from the story? Where's the
It
chicken
happened.
and where's the egg?
It happened both ways. You know, some of them are, certainly a retelling of what happens in the story, and you get to fill out the characters more and
More
tell more because,
detail and
right,
yeah,
because you're
okay,
dealing with, 4,500 words or
totally.
5,000 words rather than, 3 minutes.
Yeah, so
And
yeah,
so, you get 30 minutes or less,
yeah.
to, but, some of them are just, uh, cousins. And
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
um, and so you get a different perspective, or there's only one thing that connects the song to the short story.
I like that a
Um,
lot, actually.
yeah,
That's cool.
and, the and some, it was like, some of them were written. I wrote the short story, and it's like, oh, now I got to come up with a song. And others, it was like, I
That's what I was
knew,
curious about. Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
knew I wanted this song to go on the album. So my job is to, walk around my neighborhood, trying, listening to the song over and over again, trying to go, okay, what the hell can I write about that makes this make sense,
Yeah.
And, um, I'll give a song, an example if I can find it right quick. I'll read a tiny little passage,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
that, the I mean, my the audience. I think if I was going to pick something that they would know and they wouldn't have to go look up, um, my audience pretty much knows that I wrote a song called "Raining on Sunday" that was, a hit for me at home in Texas and nowhere else in the world until Keith Urban got a hold of it, and he made it kind of a worldwide hit, which was really good.
Hey,
Um,
that
and
sounds
so
great.
I wrote a short story, um, uh, about a guy who's a Dallas lawyer, and his life has gone to hell in a handbag, and he quits his job. He gets a divorce. He quits his job. He decides he's going to go fly fishing for a year all over the Rockies, just to figure out what the hell he wants to do in life.
Yeah.
And along the way, he meets a Latina young lawyer from my hometown of Del Rio, Texas, who has a completely different viewpoint on life, and changes a whole lot of his way of thinking, and he has this redemption arc in it, and of course they fall in love in the process, right?
Absolutely.
But the only connection is to the description that is in the second verse of Raining on Sunday. Your love is like religion across in Mexico. Your kiss is like the incense of a prayer nailed to a door. That's the only connection.
What a great line
to the whole story. So I'll read you. This is about she takes him to. He's never been to church, Catholic church in his life, and she takes him to an all Spanish language Catholic service. He says it's perfect. He can't understand a damn thing, right?
Yeah.
So the service had already started when we walked in. The hymn being sung with the pipe organ sounded familiar, and I realized it was a classical piece I knew but couldn't put my finger on. The music and liturgy wove back and forth between things I understood and didn't, between modern and ancient, between mariachi guitars and Bach interludes, like the oxbows of a trout stream in a meadow. Something mysterious in me wove back and forth with it. My lack of knowledge of Spanish allowed me to stop thinking and let the beauty of the service transport me. My soul slid stealthily into that stream of faith and pageantry, hoping to remain unnoticed, like any good fisherman.
Damn, man. I love, man, Jesus, I can never write anything like that. I can't, I mean...